Hey guys, how we doing? I'm Yalik, and I had somebody ask me recently to show a map clear. I'm not 100% sure why we want to see this, but whatever. If somebody wants to watch it, I'll do it. There are a lot of limits on that statement though. Anyway, so I happen to have this account lit up. It is a 5-5 account. That means no troop health, but it's probably not going to matter. Ideal setup for warriors. I like 631. There's a little extra GBE there, and there's 1 troop health. But for most bases on my map, I mean, especially at this VP level, this isn't going to be a concern. Anyway, I'm going to set a hard cap on this at like 20 minutes. So I'm just going to see how many bases I can crush in that amount of time. If it's all of them, great. I doubt it will be. I've got a pretty full map here. So Dr. T and then this one attack, and we're going from there. And nope. We are tapping everything but what we want to on the screen. And I guess I'm going to try to keep this moving forwards by focusing as much as possible on the attacks at hand. Okay, so I need to pay attention to where bullet lands on this hit because of placement of shock launchers. He's going to taunt one naturally, but the other will need to be shocked. Gonna want to shock up here probably regardless, and probably a shock out here regardless. I'm not even sure I should be pausing to explain what I'm going to do, because that will end up taking a lot more time. So maybe I'll just do it and go from there. I suppose you could ask later if you wanted clarification on why something went the way it went, but like try to look at the name of the player base, and I can go back and look at the replay and tell you maybe why I was thinking a certain way at a certain time. But yeah, if I sit here, or if I try to explain everything as I go, then we're not actually going to get through that many bases. So I would like to get through a bunch of bases, just cause. Sort of a preliminary medkit there, because we were hitting a bunch of mines like we said. Not a lot of troop health. Bullet went to the left. That is okay, so we're going to go like that, like that, like that, and a medkit. And this guy probably doesn't have any ice, because that went down really fast. Doesn't look like. Has himself a couple of diamond trophies though. Second time. Got himself a little warships thingy going on there. I don't really know what that means. Alright. Cyrillic? Cyrillic. I don't know what that means either. Can't read a word of it. Alright. Looks like 2 shocks and a critter. Critter to feed the Doom cannon behind the headquarters. Not really a very good layout. Not a very good barrage at all there. Let's kill this and those 2. Only one of them really needs to die, but we can get them both, so, because of the way they're placed. Let Bullet get out ahead a little bit, everyone else behind him, and don't let him get eaten up too much by the shock blaster. These things always get a little hairy on the beach there. Oh, there's a so there's that preliminary merit kit again. Sorry, preliminary, and or precautionary, I suppose you could call it. And a little bit of ice. 2 back there, not boosting. At this level, most of the bases are not very hard, so I try to run through them as quickly as possible. Actually, this is kind of nice. I don't get to clear map like all of my other Boom Beach responsibilities for the day are done. Ooh, that's fun. Well, that's interesting. Alright. I might next that. I mean, we could beat it with something else, but right now, that's gotta go. That probably doesn't leave the GBE for an attack over there. And normally I had fully boosted, I would just run up on the HQ and smash that down, but yeah, that's not going to be possible here either. I'm just going to move on past that. Not that it can't be beaten, it's just not going to be a really good use of time. I don't... Let's see, Hot Pot? Gonna need to shock all of this stuff. Do you range? Not really. So one shock back there, probably a shock down here, and a shock out here. And these mines are a bit annoying, but we can clear a bunch of them down here with the critters. Let's see. That, like that, and like that. When I'm fully lit, I can usually afford 2 barrages. Unboosted, I usually have to count on no more than 1 barrage. A couple arcs maybe a third, but definitely not more than 1 barrage. Although with warriors you don't worry about the delay very much, so you do have the option of using critters to clear mines, which you should not do with Zookas. Not a good idea with Zookas, because you really do want to have the delay. Okay, that should get a bunch of things taunted there, and we're going to go that, and we're going to go like that, and like that, like that. Oh yeah, and a medkit. 7,1008, and an extra taunt. He had some ice there, that took a while. And like casualties weren't terrible either, so looks like 2 boots. 2? Well, maybe a little more than I thought. Still, that's probably not going to be all that interesting. Yeah, his mines were very, very annoying. So are these. But this isn't going to be very hard to beat. Again, 2 barrages because boosted. I also promised to make a video of a map clear unboosted. What do we have for time, by the way? Already 8 minutes, jeez. Okay, thanks. Bye. You really have to watch out on the shore when you land like I just landed. This is a low level base, it's only at 53. And bullet killed my my flare point. I was going to go to that defense, which, whatever it was, it's destroyed, but I was going to go to that defense, but couldn't because bullet decided to kill it. And looks like that is a 631. That's a terrific statue lineup, sir. I approve of that. Might be 5. I didn't count the GBE over there. More Cyrillic, I think. I don't even know. I think so. We could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. Wow, that sounds interesting. Anyway, we'll do it the easy way. And this person has no ice, it looks like, so that is helpful also. And using the critter to clear mines, because we're going to use the 2 barrages on the microwaver. So obviously we do not like microwavers, those are bad for you if you're using warriors. We're going to taunt one of the shock launchers on this map. You can probably throw a critter off at about like 8 o'clock to distract the blaster doom cannon and such. 1 shock. Technically, I could probably get away with 2 shocks. How brave do we want to be? Alright, well, we're going to get that critter out, and then we're going to try for 2 shocks. And got him. Nah. Flamethrower, shock launcher up top, and then these guys over here. Doom cannon, blaster. The critter was there too, but, I mean, if it's only going to be 2 shocks, let's go ahead and try to get everything. I guess is my theory. Laser. Ice. A little bit. Interesting. Bullet comes out of smoke first. He should taunt the laser. It should just look right through the warriors and shoot him. Also, these blasters and shock launchers are very badly arranged. Why even bother having ice? I don't know. Why do people do what they do? I don't know. Not too lucky with the barrage. I still see, looks like about 3 mines obviously left on the way. Not going to worry about them right now, and I guess we'll find out if that's a good decision in just a second. So we let Bullet take some of the damage on the short. You can see the blasters did some real work on him. Blasters are very bad for Bullet. And we're going to get a medkit onto the HQ. The warriors will have to run through the medkit. Yeah, blasters and Bullet, just very, very bad. So, gonna critter very late, gonna go like that and like that. Medkit. Laser locks on Bullet. That's what we wanted. Doesn't even see the lasers, because he comes out of smoke first, just a tiny bit before they do. And so the first thing it sees is him. Ooh, crystal. 12 mats. Korean. Oh, hello. Alright, that is a 1-swing shield generator. Alright, we would need for this base 1 shock, probably just a critter and a shock. What do we want for mines? We're going to flash kill that shield generator. We can explain what all goes into that, or we can just go ahead and do it. I'm of the just go ahead and do it frame of mind right now. Time is of the essence. And replays are a wonderful thing. You can always go back and look at those later. Always love to have troop health on these flash kills, and don't here. As I said, this is a 5-5 account. So, I mean, we should be okay. Not really an issue. I also don't think GBE is going to be a problem here, so. Alright. Ooh, those smokes were terrible. Alright, let's see. Still needed. Still a bunch of guys left. And we needed, what, 2 shocks. Gotta get you, gotta get you. Well, it's gonna die, but yeah, that was uglier than I wanted it to be. Oh well. Dead is dead. As you can see, I mean, there's a lot more tolerance built into warrior hits than there is with Zuka hits. Which is probably part of what makes it so much fun. 3 shocks. And the grappler really shouldn't be a concern here. Probably 2 barrages. Check back here for a boom mine. You always got to check behind certain things, because there is a tendency for people to hide their mines. Well, sniper towers, for example, because they're very, very good at hiding mines. And boom cannons are another one. Very good at hiding mines. Very unfortunate barrages. Looks like the mine situation's okay. I have extra GBE, so I'm going to do that just cause. That. Not waiting too long on that. The resmokes, or the smokes there because of the grappler in play here. Grappler gets bullet and you're in trouble. So, med kit right onto the grappler because there are mines going to be going off around us. Also good, we can heal up because we're about to take more fire on the HQ. 3 shocks. And actually he had some pretty good ice back there. 2 boosted and 2 more health. But still not a lot of shields in the game, actually. Some. You saw, well, you just saw one. And there was the guy earlier with the weird sky shield set up too. But as a direct result of shields not being available in the weapon lab for 2 weeks recently. Okay, shock, shock, shock. Ideally shock the laser as well. Little bit of ice. Okay, thanks. Checking for the boom mines again. These guys, the mines here look very straightforward, which I appreciate. That is less helpful than it immediately seems. Okay, so it's going to change our landing here a tiny bit. Gonna use bullet here as a shield or a wall distraction against that rocket launcher. Never great when your anchor defense gets taken away from you, but what are you going to do? Should have the GBE for the 4 shocks. Yeah, the joys of being fully boosted. Where's his eyes? There you go, take that. Ha. Tea break. It's tea this evening. Where are we at for time? 18 minutes. Probably have one more. Let's say 3. At this pace, that's looking like a half hour if I go ahead and finish all of these. So let's probably just finish out. See if we can find one that is more interesting than the others for a last attack here. That might be it. Okay. 35-29. That, I believe that should be one swing for these 5/5 warriors, if I'm not mistaken. It helps that this is my highest damage account of all the accounts that I have. One of the few that actually has a perfect 32. Thanks, Supercell. So I will get the maximum damage out of my guys here, but it sucks. I really would like to calc that beforehand, and we're not going to do that. So, barrage. Can use a straightforward flare landing. Maybe use a little bit of that bullet trick that I just showed you. We're counting on one swing. Then what are we doing? Probably resmoke. Maybe flare to this flamethrower. Maybe flare to this flamethrower. Shock, a shock, and a shock, I believe. And let's go with that. I'm going to use the barrage here and try to save the critter, because I would like to use the critter in particular because I don't have troop health here. I'd like to use the critter as a distraction for my warriors when they are going to come out of smoke to flash kill that shield. Forgot to do the bullet shield thing I said I was going to. Old age, don't know what to tell you. Alright. You always want to throw this smoke like right on the front edge, the edge nearest you of this defense, or of this building. We'll critter somewhere like this maybe. Critter off over there. And then we're going to go like that, and we're going to go like that, and then we're going to go like that and like that. And hopefully we don't die. Bullet is out of smoke, so hopefully we can get him back where we need him to be, because that's rather a problem. And I think we're good there. I sure hope so, because we don't have any GBE left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 2, 3, 4. So at least 6 ice, because you have to assume the masterpieces are somewhere back in those trees. Anyway, screw your shield, sir. Anyway, we should be past 20 minutes. I'm going to call it there. If you like this, go ahead and thumbs up, and I'll do more of these, maybe with different accounts. The different accounts have varying abilities, obviously, because some have the troop health and some have more GBE and so on. Full boosted, it's pretty much always going to be a romp. The only bases in the world that are, well, I mean, the only bases in the bases that I'd really like to hit are up here, but you know, I don't have the time or energy or money or enough red envelopes to participate in that game. So with Warriors, it's just a little bit of mayhem and a little bit of fun. Run around your map and destroy people. Yada yada. That's what we do over here. That's my business, and business is good. So we're going to call it an evening, and I'm going to enjoy my tea. But thanks for watching, and I will catch up with you guys later. Take care.